My name is Teresa Lyons. I am the owner and director of Fit Learning Roanoke, which is a precision teaching learning center in Roanoke, Virginia. We're one of 40 labs across the world globally, and we're the only one in the Commonwealth of Virginia. I'm a licensed general and special education teacher and a board certified behavior analyst. So basically what that means is I'm a learning scientist. So we apply the science of learning to the academic needs of learners from preschool to adults. The overarching branch of Fit Learning is a research lab out of University of Reno is where it started, but it's located in Reno, and there's two main labs in Reno and New York. And basically we're associated with the main branch of the lab in Reno, Nevada, and they develop the curriculum, they put out the resources, and each of the affiliates acts as their own entity in their community. So we hire who we need, we bring in the clientele we need, and we serve the clients. So the work we do is a significant step above tutoring centers. When learners come to us, they come to us for 5 days a week, an hour a day for 10 consecutive weeks. And in that time, we produce 1 to 2 years of academic growth. And so our model is not just about leveling the playing field for learners, it's about closing the achievement gap and closing it quickly. Each of the labs works with learners with learning disabilities, autism, attention deficit disorder, cognitive disabilities, speech impairments, so we all serve the same population. And so in looking at starting a nonprofit, we've come up with the name Roanoke Teach, which is going to be affiliated with Empower Youth, which is the nonprofit in Reno, Nevada, related to their lab. And we're going to duplicate that here in the Roanoke Valley. And so our goal is to, one, look for grants, and we just actually won a $10,000 grant from the VILA Fund to support the growth of the nonprofit. And then to be able to look for private funding and donations to actually send kids to us. I don't know if I mentioned it, the Roanoke Valley is 22% are living in poverty. And what we know is those living in poverty have children who are going to repeat that cycle if we don't do anything different. And our goal is by the end of next year that we will have served at least 10 children through our model to increase their skills in reading and mathematics. And so for me, it's about giving back and reaching these kids that could become our doctors and lawyers and teachers, but are not getting the academic supports they need. So when learners come, what they can expect is a very intense model and a very fun model. The kids are setting goals, they're working on getting goals within session. They get points, they get boxes, they get lots of fun stuff every time they hit a goal. Typically in session, our kids get anywhere from 10 to 20 personal best boxes, which means lots of points and prizes, but they get a lot of reinforcement for doing one better performance than the last performance. And initially, they may be working for the prize. It's really neat that they all hit this point where they kind of forget to give themselves points. What's carrying them now is actually, I did better, not I'm getting the points for the work. And I'll have kids that we've hit 5 goals, and then all of a sudden, I forgot to give myself points for the last 4 things. What parents report to us over and over is that they see a change in the home, usually within 10 hours. They've got a kid that's less resistant to schoolwork, less resistant to homework, following directions, and 90% of my parents will send me email or text messages from the teachers saying they're answering questions in class, they're not disruptive anymore. So we see a behavioral impact along with the academic impact. And so my promise to parents is, one, we're going to produce that 1 to 2 years of growth we have for every single learner. But I can promise you're going to see a behavioral change in your child pretty quickly. That's going to lessen the impact of the pain that you're feeling related to their academic needs at this point in time.
You can learn more about Roanoke Teach by visiting fitlearningroanoke.com.